Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's Gal. Jumping right back into our Green Enterprise randomizer race. We left off, I just cleared Earth Crystal. Got a tower key, we've got a lot to go, but we have a pretty solid party. I'm kind of hoping... Actually, let's do Dwarf Castle first. Oops. I want to have Rydia grow up so we get our spells. That's not fun. Kanazo. So I think the goal with Kanazo is going to be to just get his hit points down as fast as possible. Because his wave attack is based on his current hit points. Do we have Lit 3? And we've got Lit 2. So he's going to hit pretty hard at this spot. Hopefully he doesn't have a wave queued up, but there's a pretty good chance he does. Berserked Edge goes a really long way towards just lots of small amounts of fast damage. Actually, in this case, large amounts of damage. Some levels. Virus. Good single target spell. See where our second boss is. Oh, we already knew that it was the officers or the guards, so we'll find out. Duplicate Rosa. Rydia grew up. If I remember right, this is a pretty low hit point spot. Let's just use a Boreas and get it over with. It's not a super high attack location, but this can be a long fight. So now we know that the one in Feymarch is the 2 guards. I've actually heard some interesting strats for that, so I may try that when I get a chance here. If I need to, of course. At this point, we don't know it's going to be necessary. It's XP, though. See what Lucas Necklace is. Rat Tail. So that's a 1 free check. But it requires us to move to go back up to the surface and move the, hovercraft. Okay, let's do tower quick. These are not super high-end bosses. I'm not super worried. The second one, if it's a rough one... the first one is the Dark Imp spot. It's a joke. There's literally nothing that can be that scary there, even Wyvern. And there's our Odin. So at this point, we're hunting for the pan and leveling up. Fusoya learn Nuke. So the real trick here is going to be leveling. No sirens. There are ways to get sirens, or you can steal them from the alarm enemies that are in some trap chests. Which, I can't remember if that's in this tower or if it's in Zot. Or both. Could be both. The good news is that means we don't have to do boss hunting anymore. Lunar Sparkle, please don't be Wyvern. We've got Nuke and Bahamut. I'm not super worried here. This doesn't kill. Got Sid back up just in case. That might have been pushing it a little close, even. Rose, we got Cure 3. Fusoya's at full power. Crystal Gauntlet that does nothing for us. And we have to walk out of the tower. I'm curious. These treasure chests are really out of the way for the potential here, but could be good. Okay, sweet. So if we don't attack, it won't summon anything. Also, you can steal more than once from the same enemy in this game. Let's see if this one-shots it. There we go. Four sirens and a tiara. How many key items am I at? 7. So we're not gonna get the double XP if we do any grinding now. I'd really like to have everything done before we go up to the moon, although if we don't have the pan, obviously there's not a whole lot we can do about it. So I'm feeling like our objective here is just going to be to check, or to do all the key item checks we can as fast as we can, just to try and get, if we can confirm, oops, we don't have Hook, so we can't do Rat Tail. I guess we can try the open spot quick. At least see what it is, because we will have to fight it eventually. And if it's doable now, then again, that's a key item check, and it gets it out of our way. Golbez. Okay, we can get 2 characters, we just have to hope they're the right ones. Kind of hoping right now Fusoya does not survive because I forgot to heal up, so he does not have MP. That's fine. Not what I wanted. Literally the opposite of what I wanted. At least Rose is first, so she can get a Starveil in. It's a very, very high magic spot. So actually, he'll probably kill himself relatively quickly at this rate. But I really do need levels as well. Well, Rosa got some levels. Actually, at that point, it wasn't that much level as far as levels go. There's our pass, so if we do find the pan on the moon, we're good. At least. So with that, I do believe we are probably okay to try the King Queen of Monsters spots. I can't think of anything else we have available right now to check. Yeah. We don't have the hook, so we can't use that. Both of these are... I'm not gonna say both of these are easy fights, because given the location, they're not. But they are easier fights than they could be. Actually, I can't remember how high the attack power is at the Leviathan spot. I know the Ashura spot's fast, or very, very fast, is the annoying part. But we've got a potential strategy for those guys, so we'll try that. I'm kind of excited to try this, just because it's neat. Still only 7 key items, so no double XP off these guys, but we've got 4 sirens now, so we should be fine to do a little bit of grinding later. Ideally, once we have 10 key items on the moon. Okay, back row guys are fine. Maybe? Oh, jeez. Please work. There we go. So these guys are now going to do 1 damage and cannot use their counter magic. And my plan is just going to be Berserk Edge. Quick Sylph. Get a little healing just to be safe. Edge does have the Assassin Dagger, so there's a chance he'll just kill these guys. Oh, come on. I really wanted that life glitch, but that's okay. I got greedy or impatient. Mostly, actually no. I failed my greed check by being impatient. It would have only been another 10,000. We'll be able to make that up. There's our pan. So we can take care of everything on the ground, and then once we do the white spear location on the moon, we'll just continue on down the lunar subterrane to Zeromus. Okay, given that we only have one cabin, I'm gonna save that. We're gonna still do this fight because it's XP. And it's another key item. Again, we do still want to get 10 key items. We're at 8 currently. Actually, finishing the dragon would be, Okay, we're gonna save because this fight can be rough still. As you saw with the other one, they still hit really hard and fast. And I have less of a reliable strategy for this. I'm basically just gonna try and cast Stop. Slow and stop, and then call it good. Actually, let's try size again. I think that'll work. Nope. Too slow. So the good news is we don't have to do this, because they do hit like a ton of bricks. And we don't have hourglasses. So we're gonna exit. We're gonna go do our pan check to finish that off. And then we're gonna go to the moon and we're never coming home. We do have to double dip here, but I think it was required? I'm trying to remember. No, because that was darkness. Was it darkness crystal? Yeah, whatever. It's weird, I can always remember all the things, like which shops to go to and stuff, where things got found when other people are playing, when I'm watching tournament play. Oop. Pan, we get the check from the sylphs here. And we're basically hoping they're key items. There's like one key item. We can try the Ginryus. Without hourglasses, that fight is kind of scary. But it's 180,000 XP if you get the life glitch off. You have to do like 8,000 damage, which I mean is doable. Accidentally went this way, but apparently we just found 20 gold in the pot. Oh crap. I forgot to pick up Cure 3s while I was in the Baymarch. Twin Heart. Awesome. That is exactly what we want. I never remember where you can exit from and where you can't. It's like, I think Dwarf Castle you can exit from, Fabul you can't. Or maybe it's only certain parts of Fabul you can. That's something I should really look into at some point here. Okay, so here's the plan. We are at 10 key items, level low 30s. So we're gonna save. We are at our objective, so we're gonna get the crystal after we beat that boss. Because we only have one cabin, I'm gonna make good use of the pre-healing on the airship. So if I need to, my plan is basically gonna be, oh, if everything goes correctly, heal, like I just did. Go in. Grind and beat the boss. This is a high XP spot, so depending on who the boss is, it could be worth it. Especially with this party, we've got very low hit points floating out there. That's a lunar sparkle, so we're probably just not going to do that. But we know. That was... I forgot you can't... That was a waste of a siren. We're gonna reset. I was just trying to buffer. So that was two mistakes there that I made. One was I exited Fey March without buying my Cure 3s, which make it a lot harder to do reflect strats. I guess technically we did the Soma drop, or we didn't do the Soma drop before we saved and healed. Mostly doing that for the healing. Oh crap. I was not expecting that. Obviously. No! Okay. We should be okay. Out of curiosity, is weak? So nuke is 50, yeah. So weak is cheap. We got our life glitch this time. Buh. Okay, maybe not so much with the saving MP thing. All the time wasting. Let's fix this. Cure 4. Also, Rose is doing crap damage at this point. If we had Artemis arrows, maybe. Okay. Do just a quick heal there. And then rather than being patient, we're just going to cast Berserk and let that finish it off. Like I said, these fights are really rough if you don't actually have the stuff to go with it. So Fusoya does not have enough to cast Weak again currently. Rydia currently still doesn't know Weak. So we are going to step out. Realize we could have cast Exit. Heal. Actually, no, we don't have the mute bell anymore. I was gonna say, there's an alternate grind that people have been doing, which is interesting. So we have gained, like, 15 levels on most of our characters. We're gonna get a few more here, and then we're going to hopefully get at least 1 or 2 more when we get to those bosses at the bottom of the lunar subterrane. Double life glitch. Oh no! I'm so mad right now. I actually successfully got the double life glitch off. Only to have it cruelly taken away. Okay. So from here, we should just be able to finish with some boss fights. At least one of them is required. There's 3 of them right down in that same area. The big trick is we have 1 cap. So, making it worth it. Basically, I'm gonna go all the way down there without doing any other bosses. We're gonna save. We're gonna do the first boss. And cabin before Zerimus is the plan. If I feel like we can do more than 1 boss, or if I feel like we need to do more than 1 boss, then we'll make it work. But I feel like right now, with where we're at, I'm gonna be honest, this is a really scary easy fight for me. Like, this is not a great party. This is not a super well-equipped party by any means. Like, Rosa can keep people alive forever, so it may just be a slow Z fight. Like, Rosa shouldn't die. Rosa should be able to eat a nuke to the face like it's nothing. Rydia's probably gonna last to the second Big Bang. And there will be more than 2 Big Bangs because we don't have Cecil. Sid does okay damage, but he does not do good damage. Edge can do good damage, but we don't have his special weapons. So unless one of the weapons here is Edge's weapon, like is the Masamune, this is gonna be rough. We're gonna have okay damage output. We're gonna be able to, I mean, we've got 2 characters. Actually, Rydia can't even cast Nuke. Are you kidding me? Okay, good news is he doesn't hurt too bad here. Bad news, actually Runex is gonna be good. Okay, now I know. He's doing less than 100 damage per hit there. Let's do Ice 3 while he's got his cloak open, hopefully. Glare... yeah, that usually kills. So the downside with this spot being the required one is this is not a high... oh crap, he closed his cloak. While his cloak is closed, he is immune to ice. So that just happened. You know what? There we go. See, he closed his cloak again. I would have been in trouble. Okay, we're at 62, or that was our 62,000. There's our hook, but more importantly, our... So, here's the trick. I'm not going to use the cabin. I am going to heal with Rosa. Two Cure 4 should be fine. Save. Then I'm going to move over to the next spot, because that is a very high output. This isn't the highest HP spot, but it's going fast enough that I'm slightly concerned about successful deployment of walls. Hoping we can get that off. Oh, hey, maybe we'll actually pull it off. Nope. Fu is lowest priority. Straight up. He's way higher level than everybody else, and gains levels pretty, like, it seems like he gains levels pretty slowly. Actually, at this point he's not way higher, but high enough. Bacchus wine. Should we do one more? I think we might be as good as we're gonna get here. Okay, so I'm gonna do something a little weird. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna use my cabin. Then I'm gonna save a second slot. That way, if I decide, if I just get wrecked, actually, real quick here, agility 24, 30, 20, 21. So I believe the magic number is 20. I can never remember if it's 23 or 27, which is a problem. Doesn't matter. High risk, high reward, right? Okay, so we've got one Bacchus wine, one Cure 3, no nuke on Rydia. Plan is basically gonna be, I may have Rydia do, or I may try and do some hybrid reflect strats. I'll probably just focus on healing and berserk, and see what happens. We have a Rosa that's at like 5 agility, so we should be okay on that. Let's see whose butt we're going to kick today. Okay, so making Rydia the agility anchor here should be fine. Adjust our inventory a little while that background's going. I haven't seen that one. Illuminous. I like it. Illuminati joke. Come on, I need to get to whoever's turn is next right now. There we go. Everybody should survive this one. Handily. Edge is actually doing good damage. Not Cecil damage, but good damage. 2 to 3k ahead is not bad. I'm gonna see how this works, because I can't remember how summons react with some of this, and I don't know if he's gonna counter it. So there's a little bit more healing. Counter nuke. Is she gonna survive? No. So we're okay. We wait. I'm going to be patient and play it safe rather than try and go for wall strats immediately. That was not depowered. Whoops. But we can take a full power Big Bang with this party. Okay, so we need to wait for the next shake. Glad I didn't go for reflect right there. I was considering it. Finish our healing up. They're going to use their one queued up attack before Berserk wears off. So we're going to get Edge right back on Berserk. So the trick with the Berserkers is you want that low agility. Specifically for that strat, because every time they get a tick and they get the ability to do one of those inputs, they're taking a slot in the turn order over and over and over again before the boss gets a chance to do his inputs. Oh, I didn't turn flash back on. I'm just gonna just start casting it. Counter nuke. That's actually probably the best option. Because Sid can take that and a Big Bang. So that should depower the Big Bang. If I did it right. Yep. So, to make sure that nuke doesn't just auto-kill your party, the game developers put in this script so that when he casts nuke, it lowers his attack power. And if you do that at the right time, so every time he shakes, he resets his magic attack to his base value, which is why the Big Bangs are normally so powerful. But if you do, if you draw out that counter nuke by using magic on him before, oh, that was not a counter nuke. We're getting close. Fusoya's is almost out of magic, and I have no ethers. So so I'm probably going to let him die. We're at Rock's Fall. So once you get him to a certain point in the script, Zoromus will start casting Medio. That's the last of, I believe, 3 or 4 phases. So we're in good shape. I'm just gonna... And there's time! So this ended up going okay. The Sirens helped a lot. Being willing to just let Rhea be an agility anchor worked out really well. I feel like overall, I'm not sure if Rhea was the better choice, but she did a lot of work with Bahamut. I mean, endgame, Hallam would have been doing the same thing with Nuke, but Bahamut goes a lot. This felt a lot better than the other tournament seeds I've done. I've tried a couple, I've quit out of a couple, I've recorded the one that I posted, that I actually finished. This was not amazing, but pretty clean. I mean, that's a sub 2. Pretty sure. I think I had the a couple resets and a couple wipes early on. Like, not a lot. The Dark Imps was one on the moon, so my in-game timer is not going to be completely accurate. They were all pretty quick. I'd say a minute or 2 off, most likely, if I'm remembering correctly. Fame March, I started going in and got the monster chest, stuff like that. I feel like I did a little bit too much shopping at the beginning, but I did get a lot of good stuff out of it. There weren't a lot of places that I checked that didn't feel like I got something productive out of them. I did end up with way too much money. And that actually cost me a little bit at the I should have gotten those Cure 3s, which, if I had the Cure 3s, instead of casting healing spells against the counter nukes, I would have been able to just use Cure Potions. I also should have switched Fusoya over to Staff from a Rod, so that his healing was more efficient, because I had to double dip on healing a couple times. But yeah, overall, this was a pretty good run. Sub 2 hours on a fairly difficult flag set, especially given the rough start I had. Like once we got rolling, we were okay. I tried to be a little bit too aggressive, given our very weak starting party, when I really just need a little bit more gear. So, with that, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.